everyone, and welcome back to English with Liam and Olivia.
Yes, welcome. We are so genuinely happy you are here with us today.
This is the podcast where English feels real, warm, and part of your actual everyday life.
No pressure, no heavy explanations, just honest conversations that help you grow in a lasting way.
And today, we have an episode that is going to feel a little bit like looking in a mirror.
Yes, because today we are talking about something almost every English learner does, including us when we were learning.
Something that is completely understandable, completely human, and very easy to fix once you know about it.
And fixing it is going to make your English sound immediately more natural and more varied and more alive.
So let us get into it. This one is going to be really helpful.
So today we are talking about overused words.
Words that English learners reach for again and again and again in almost every situation.
And the reason learners overuse certain words is completely logical. When you find a word that works, you hold on to it.
It feels safe. It feels reliable. You know it, you trust it, so you use it everywhere.
But the problem is that when the same words appear constantly in your speech, your English starts to sound flat.
It sounds like you only have a small number of tools available to you, even if you actually know many more.
And native speakers notice this, not in a judgmental way, but they notice the repetition, and the conversation feels less dynamic because of it.
So today we are going to look at the most commonly overused words by English learners.
And for each one, we're going to give you a whole range of alternatives that mean the same thing, but feel more varied and more natural.
This is not about replacing every simple word with a complicated one. Remember, we believe in simplicity.
This is about expanding your range, having more options, being able to choose the right word for the right moment.
We are going to look at three groups today: the most overused positive words, the most overused basic descriptors, and the most overused response words.
By the end, you're going to have a completely new toolkit of natural English alternatives.
Let us begin. Let us start with Group 1, the most overused positive words.
And the number one most overused positive word in English learner speech is nice.
Nice. It is such a useful little word, and we do use it in natural English, but learners use it for everything.
The weather is nice, the food was nice, the people were nice, the hotel was nice, the experience was nice.
Nice, 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 nice. And after a while, everything blurs together because nice tells you almost nothing specific.
It doesn't tell you if the food was delicious or just acceptable. It doesn't tell you if the hotel was luxurious or just clean and functional.
Nice is so vague that it often communicates less than the speaker intends.
So let's look at some alternatives that actually say something more specific and more interesting.
If you mean the food was really enjoyable and flavorful, say it was delicious, or it was absolutely lovely, or it was so tasty.
If you mean the weather was warm and pleasant, say it was gorgeous, or it was beautiful, or it was such a lovely day.
If you mean the people were kind and friendly, say they were so warm, or they were incredibly welcoming, or they were really lovely people.
Each of these alternatives is still simple, but each one paints a more vivid picture.
Think about a real situation. You come back from a weekend trip, your colleague asks how it was.
With nice, it was really nice. Thanks for asking.
With a better alternative, it was absolutely gorgeous. The town was so charming and the people were incredibly warm. I didn't want to come back.
The second version isn't longer because you used complicated words. It's richer because you chose more specific ones, and your colleague feels like they got a real answer, not just a polite filler.
The second overused positive word, good.
Good has the same problem as nice. It's so broad that it says very little about what you actually experienced.
The food was good, the presentation was good, the meeting was good, my weekend was good.
Good for all of these, and yet all of these experiences are probably quite different from each other.
So let's expand good into more specific and more expressive alternatives.
If you mean a presentation went well and achieved its goal, say it went really smoothly, or it landed really well, or the audience was really engaged.
If you mean a meeting was productive and efficient, say it was really productive, or we covered a lot of ground, or it was a really useful session.
If you mean your weekend was enjoyable and restorative, say it was really refreshing, or it was such a good reset, or I feel so much better for it.
Think about a real situation. Your manager asks how the client call went.
With good, it went well. They seemed happy.
With a better alternative, it went really smoothly. They responded well to our proposal, and I think we're in a strong position for the next step.
Same positive message, but the second version sounds more confident, more professional, more like someone who was genuinely present and engaged during the call.
And the third overused positive word, amazing. Now, this one is interesting because amazing is actually a stronger and more expressive word than nice or good.
But learners overuse it so much that it's lost its impact. Everything becomes amazing, and when everything is amazing, nothing is amazing.
Amazing coffee, amazing weather, amazing opportunity, amazing friend, amazing dress, amazing movie.
At some point, you have to stop and ask, was the coffee genuinely amazing or just really good?
Saving amazing for the things that are truly impressive and remarkable makes the word mean something again.
And for the everyday positive things, you can use wonderful, brilliant, fantastic, incredible, remarkable, exceptional, stunning, outstanding.
Each of these has its own specific flavor. Brilliant works well for ideas and performances. Stunning works well for visual beauty. Exceptional works well for quality and skill.
Think about describing a colleague who did something genuinely impressive. With amazing, that was amazing work.
With a better alternative, that was genuinely outstanding. The research was thorough, and the way you presented it was brilliant.
The second version actually tells the person what was impressive about their work, not just that it was impressive. And that specificity is what makes the compliment feel real and meaningful, rather than automatic.
Now say it with us. Everyone listening, replace these words right now.
Instead of nice, say warm or lovely or charming. Instead of good, say smooth or productive or refreshing. Instead of amazing, say brilliant or stunning or outstanding.
Say them again. Warm, lovely, charming, smooth, productive, refreshing, brilliant, stunning, outstanding.
Feel how much more alive those words are, how much more specific, how much more interesting to hear.
Start replacing nice, good, and amazing this week, even with just one alternative each, and your English will feel noticeably different.
Now, let's move to Group 3, the most overused basic descriptors.
These are the describing words that learners use for everything when they need to add detail to a sentence.
The first one, very.
Very is not a bad word, but it's so overused that it has become almost invisible in learner speech.
Very big, very small, very happy, very tired, very interesting, very difficult, very easy.
Very for all of these, and yet all of these experiences are probably quite different from each other.
So let's expand very into more specific and expressive alternatives.
Instead of very big, say enormous or massive or huge or vast.
Instead of very small, say tiny or minute or minuscule.
Instead of very happy, say thrilled or delighted or overjoyed about it.
Instead of very tired, say exhausted or drained or completely worn out at this point.
Running on empty. We all know that feeling at the end of a long week.
Or save really for the moments where it genuinely adds something, like I really appreciate that, or I really mean it.
In those moments, really carries sincerity and emphasis. It's doing real work, not just padding.
The second overused descriptor, beautiful.
Beautiful is a lovely word, truly, but learners use it for everything visual, and then it stops feeling special.
The sunset was beautiful, the dress was beautiful, the city was beautiful, the food was beautiful.
Food is rarely beautiful. Delicious, yes. Stunning presentation, maybe, but beautiful for food is a bit of a stretch.
Different kinds of beauty deserve different words, and English has so many of them.
For visual, natural beauty, breathtaking, spectacular, magnificent, stunning, majestic.
For delicate or elegant beauty, exquisite, graceful, refined, lovely, ethereal.
For the beauty of a moment or an experience, magical, unforgettable, extraordinary, deeply moving.
Think about describing a place you visited that genuinely moved you. With beautiful, the landscape was so beautiful.
With a better alternative, the landscape was absolutely breathtaking. I stood there for a long time just taking it in. I didn't want to look away.
The second version creates a picture. It puts the listener inside the moment with you. Beautiful alone cannot do that. Say it with us now. Repeat these replacements out loud.
Instead of very big, say enormous. Instead of really tired, say drained. Instead of beautiful sunset, say breathtaking sunset.
Say them again. Enormous, drained, breathtaking.
Feel how those words have weight, how they carry meaning without needing extra words to support them.
Strong, specific words do more with less, and that efficiency is one of the hallmarks of natural English.
Now let us look at group 3, the most overused response words.
These are the words learners use when responding to something someone says, when reacting, when showing they're listening.
And the most overused one by far is okay.
Okay is the default response word for so many learners, and while okay is perfectly natural in many situations, using it for everything creates a very flat conversational energy.
Someone shares exciting news? Okay. Someone asks if you understood something? Okay. Someone makes a plan? Okay. Someone says something funny? Okay.
None of those okays are wrong, but none of them are engaged either.
They all say, I received your words, but none of them say, I felt your words, I responded to your words, I am genuinely present with you.
So let us replace okay with responses that actually match the energy of the moment.
When someone shares good news, instead of okay, say, that is wonderful, or I'm so glad to hear that, or oh, that is such great news.
When someone explains a plan, instead of okay, say, that makes sense, or sounds good to me, or I think that could work really well.
When someone says something funny, instead of okay, actually laugh and say, oh, that is brilliant, or I love that, or you are terrible.
You are terrible is actually a very warm, affectionate response to someone being playfully funny.
And when you genuinely do just understand and agree, okay is perfectly fine, but pair it with something warm. Okay, that sounds great, or okay, I'm on board.
The second overused response word, I know.
I know is used so much by learners as a response to almost anything. And while I know is natural English, it can sometimes sound dismissive.
Someone tells you about a problem they're experiencing, you say, I know, and move on.
But what they needed was for you to stay in the moment with them a little longer, not just acknowledge that you knew.
Alternatives to I know that feel more engaged, I completely understand, or I can imagine how that feels, or that makes total sense, or I've felt exactly that way before.
Or in a professional context, when someone explains a process you already know, instead of I know, say, of course, or yes, absolutely, or that lines up with what I understood.
These alternatives say the same thing as I know, but with more warmth and more presence.
And the third overused response word, sorry.
Now, sorry is genuinely important and genuinely needed in many situations. We are not saying never apologize.
But learners over-apologize constantly for things that do not require an apology.
Sorry I'm a little late. Sorry, can I ask a question? Sorry to bother you. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
And when sorry appears before everything, it starts to signal low confidence. It says, I feel like I'm always in the way. I feel like I'm always too much.
For moments that genuinely need an apology, sorry is perfect. Use it sincerely.
But for neutral situations that do not need an apology, replace sorry with something more confident.
Instead of, sorry, can I ask a question, say, excuse me, could I ask something? Or, I had a question about this, if that's okay.
Instead of, sorry, I didn't catch that, say, could you say that again, please? Or, I want to make sure I understood correctly. Could you repeat that?
Instead of, sorry to bother you, say, do you have a moment? Or, when you get a chance, could you help me with something?
Each of these alternatives makes the same request, but from a place of confidence rather than apology.
And confidence is contagious. When you speak from a place of confidence, people feel more comfortable with you, more trusting of you, more engaged with you.
Now let's talk about some common mistakes around overuse specifically.
The first mistake, replacing overused words with words that are too formal or too complicated for the situation.
For example, someone asks how your weekend was, and you say, "It was an extraordinarily resplendent experience of unparalleled magnificence."
Please do not do that. Your friends will be concerned about you.
The goal is not to sound like a dictionary. The goal is to sound more natural, more specific, more varied.
Wonderful, lovely, fantastic, refreshing, smooth, warm. These are all simple words that are more varied than nice, good, and amazing. That's enough.
You do not need to reach for the most impressive word every time. Just reach for a more specific one.
The second mistake, trying to replace all overused words at once and making conversations feel unnatural as a result.
Change takes time. If you try to eliminate nice, good, amazing, very, really, beautiful, okay, I know, and sorry all in one week, your speech is going to feel forced.
Pick one word to work on each week, just one.
This week, replace nice with warm, lovely, or charming whenever you can. Next week, replace very with a stronger, specific word.
One at a time, slowly, sustainably. That's how real, lasting change in language happens.
The third mistake, feeling embarrassed or self-conscious about the overuse instead of being curious about it.
Some learners hear this kind of feedback and feel bad about themselves, like they've been speaking poorly all along, but that's not true.
Overusing certain words is a sign that you've been communicating, that you've been brave enough to speak.
And now you're learning to communicate with even more range and precision. That's not a correction, that's growth.
Every single native speaker has words they overuse. Every single one. This is a human thing, not just a learner thing.
So approach this with curiosity and excitement, not with embarrassment or judgment.
You are expanding. You are growing. That's something to celebrate.
Now let's bring everything into real daily life situations together.
Imagine a Monday morning catch-up with your team. Your manager asks everyone to share one highlight from the weekend.
Old version of you, it was really nice. I went for a walk and the weather was good and the food was nice.
New version of you, it was really refreshing, honestly. I went for a long walk on Saturday and the weather was just gorgeous. And we found this little place for lunch that was absolutely delicious. I came back feeling completely recharged.
Same weekend, same experiences, but the second version painted a picture. Your colleagues leaned in. They felt like they were almost there with you.
Your manager then presents a new idea for the team. It's a good idea, and you want to show genuine engagement.
Old version, okay, that sounds good.
New version, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I think it addresses something we've been feeling for a while. I'm really on board with this direction.
Your manager feels heard, feels that their idea was genuinely received, not just acknowledged.
Your colleague then shares that they've been struggling with a particular task. They feel slightly embarrassed admitting it.
Old version, oh, okay, I know, it can be hard sometimes.
New version, I completely understand. That task is genuinely tricky. I found it really challenging when I first started it too. Let me know if it helps to talk it through together.
Your colleague exhales. They feel less alone. They feel like you genuinely heard them, not just processed them.
One Monday morning, 3 conversations, all transformed by word choice alone.
Now let's try a friendship situation.
Your friend calls you excitedly. She got the apartment she was hoping for. She's been looking for months.
Old version, oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. That's really nice.
New version, oh, that is absolutely wonderful. You've been working toward this for so long. I'm genuinely thrilled for you. When do you move in? I want to help.
The second version matches her excitement. It shows you were paying attention to her journey, not just responding to today's news.
She feels celebrated, not just congratulated.
Later, she asks how your work has been. You've had a genuinely tough few weeks.
Old version, it has been really difficult, very stressful. I am very tired.
New version, honestly, it's been pretty demanding lately. I've been feeling quite drained by the end of each day, but I can see it easing up soon, which is helping.
Demanding, drained, both more specific than very difficult and very tired, and the addition of, but I can see it easing up soon, shows resilience, not just exhaustion.
You're doing so well, though. You always manage to keep going. And you say, I really appreciate you saying that. It genuinely helps to hear it.
I really appreciate. I genuinely helps. Both specific and sincere, no vague nice or okay to water them down.
Let's try one more, a professional situation where word choice really matters.
You're in a job interview. The interviewer asks you to describe your previous work experience.
Old version, it was really good experience. I worked with some really nice people and learned a lot of good things.
New version, it was genuinely valuable experience. I worked with a really dedicated team and the environment pushed me to develop skills I didn't even know I needed yet.
Genuinely valuable, dedicated team, pushed me to develop, all simple words, but all so much more specific and impressive than good, nice, and good.
The interviewer feels like you were genuinely present in that experience, not just there.
They ask how you handle pressure. Old version, okay, I think. I'm good at managing stress usually.
New version, I've found that I actually work quite well under pressure. I tend to get focused and clear when things are demanding rather than overwhelmed.
Focused and clear when things are demanding. That's a specific and impressive answer that says something real about who you are.
And at the end of the interview, they thank you for your time. Old version, okay, thank you, it was nice.
New version, thank you so much. This was a really engaging conversation, and I left feeling genuinely excited about the possibility of joining your team.
Engaging, genuinely excited, both specific, both warm, both memorable.
You're not just ending an interview, you're leaving an impression, and word choice is a huge part of what impression you leave.
Say it with us one final time. Everyone listening, repeat these replacements out loud.
Instead of nice, say lovely. Instead of good, say productive. Instead of amazing, say outstanding. Instead of very tired, say drained. Instead of okay, say that makes sense. Instead of sorry, say excuse me.
Say them again. Lovely, productive, outstanding. Drained, that makes sense. Excuse me.
6 replacements. 6 words you already know. 6 small changes that immediately make your English sound more natural and more alive.
Start with just one this week. That is enough to begin.
Let us bring everything together now.
Group 1 showed us the most overused positive words. Nice, good, and amazing all need more specific alternatives depending on the experience you are describing.
Group 2 showed us the most overused descriptors. Very and really can often be replaced by a single strong, specific word. And beautiful needs company, because different kinds of beauty deserve different words.
Group 3 showed us the most overused response words. Okay, I know, and sorry are often used as defaults when more engaged and more confident alternatives exist.
And the approach to changing all of this is simple. One word at a time, 1 week at a time, with curiosity and not with judgment.
Every word you replace is not a correction of something you did wrong. It is an addition to something you are building.
You are building a richer and more varied and more expressive version of your English, and that takes time, and that is completely okay.
More than okay. It is exactly how it should work. Language expands slowly, and every step of the expansion is worth celebrating.
You have been brave enough to speak English every day. That already takes more courage than most people will ever know.
And now you're taking that brave speech and making it even more beautiful, even more specific, even more you.
We are genuinely proud of everyone listening right now. Keep going, keep expanding, keep showing up.
This is exactly the kind of growth that changes everything, not all at once, but permanently.
If today's episode helped you see your English in a new and exciting way, please give it a like right now.
And if you're not yet subscribed, please join our family today. A brand new episode is ready for you every single day.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Every single listen means everything to us.
This has been English with Liam and Olivia. Simple English, real conversations, daily practice.
Take care of yourselves. Keep speaking, keep growing. We'll see you in the very next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.